Hey everybody, this is John for MTGO coming at you with a quick deck tech before we get into a match with Boros Burn. As a friendly reminder, if you do like informative modern videos, please consider subscribing to the channel and giving us a thumbs up on this particular video. So, quick deck tech before we get into the match that I played in a best of 2 queue. Basically, it was against Yawgmoth, and a little bit, and their pilot seemed to be very skilled, so not going to say too much about the matchup, but you need to see the match before you judge as far as, but they did seem to play very well and kind of understood the burn matchup, which is more than I can say for a lot of Yawgmoth pilots. The version that we're running today is a version that I've been working over on the stream for twitch.tv / MTG_Nexus that we've been streaming every Sunday night. Was one of the last versions I worked on before I changed up the version a little bit, and this was basically traditional burn with 3 Eidolons instead of 4. The thought process being is there's been a lot of situations where you really just don't like drawing Eidolon, whether it be because leyline binding, whether it be it's just awkward in a lot of situations. Sometimes you like to draw 1 but not 2, especially when you're running the normal 4 Sunbaked Canyon 1 Fiery Islet mana base. Sometimes it feels like you take a little bit too much damage. But beyond that, it does free up room to run another copy of Skullcrack or another copy of Lightning Helix. And basically the rest of the deck is pretty stock for what's going on in the meta right now. 2 Path, 2 Deflecting Palm for most of the creature-based decks. Obviously they've kind of been in decline. You don't see a ton of tribal decks anymore. You do see some things like Yawgmoth. You do see some decks like Merfolk sometimes, some decks like humans. But a lot of times you're just playing against either 4-color control piles, whether it be creativity piles, cascade piles, living end, etc. These cards are just kind of useless in those situations, so I've been kind of keeping them to a minimum. Smash is primarily for decks like Hammer Time, decks like can come in against Amulet, or decks you're expecting Chalice of the Void are ones you're primarily bringing this one in. Roiling Vortex, this is a multifaceted card that isn't quite as good as it used to be, but pretty good against life gain, pretty good against any type of cascade nonsense. And pretty good if your opponent happens to be playing Mishra's Baubles or any free mana spells that might be floating around, like Mox Amber out of the Grinding Station decks. Sanctifier and Vec, this card's kind of earned its place in the deck. While it's not as good in the Burn Mirror, it's very good against a lot of other decks, whether it be the Scam matchups, whether it be against Dredge, whether it be against Reanimator. It's okay against Murktide. This is a deck that's certainly earned its spot. And the next was a Firecraft. Basically, I just got tired of losing to blue soup piles. Wanted a card that could finish the game through any number of counter spells, whether it be Spell Pierce, Flusterstorm, Counterspell, Archmage's Charm. I just wanted a card that could finish off the games, and that's why that's been kind of in the deck. As far as the deck's positioning in the meta, I don't think Burn has been particularly well positioned, but I don't think it's horribly positioned right now either. Do I think this is the optimal list? Probably not. I do think you should be probably running the stock 4 Eidolons, but it was a thought exercise, and as you'll see in the matchup that we're playing today, our opponent playing a little bit of an odd choice card made me side an Eidolon out in a matchup that it otherwise might be decent in. But let's get in the match and see a little bit of Boros Burn gameplay here on the main channel. And if you want to see more Boros Burn gameplay, please check out our MTG Nexus VODs, where I'm posting a Burn League essentially every week that we're doing on live streams on Sunday nights. Alright, here for a quick match with Boros Burn. This hand is pretty reasonable, although it has no creature interaction really turn 1. Leads on Swamp, Ether Vial. No idea what this could be. Maybe zombies. Nope, looks like we might be up against a version of Yawg, perhaps? I have no idea what's going on here. Okay, Prosperous Innkeeper. Fortunately, that's just when an opponent has a creature into the battlefield under them. See how many lands we can hand them this time. Apparently none. Oh, with like a Yawgmoth here. Yeah, we're up against some variant of Yawg with like looks like they have no Ether Vial is just a little weird, but okay. Well, could cast Yawgmoth here. It could actually die if they have Yawg plus another undying creature. Okay. Combat here. Deal with that, though I'm not particularly thrilled about it. Do you possibly have the violin here? Sad part is we're dead anyway because they just play Violin, String, or Rootgeist and then go nuts with Chord. Yeah, we're dead. Alright. Bring in some paths. Bring in... No, Deflecting Palm's pretty bad. Vortex is kind of middling. Smash is really only good if they have Vial specifically. Sanctifier can slow down their combo some, but it only exiles the black base cards. So I think we just bring in these, go down Eidolon, go down a Riftbolt, call it a day. I guess it could bring in Vortex against the anti-life gain stuff, but that just kind of gets... That was literally most of their life gain stuff in their deck right there. Okay, waiting for our opponent to finish sideboarding. Does make me wonder what they've cut to put Ether Vial in their deck. I guess I'd like to play first. This hand is not good. By not good, I mean we don't have a 1-drop creature or an Eidolon or anything, so I think we keep it, but it still is questionable. That's the turn here. Okay. Strangler Geist, or is this... Okay, they got a Geist. We seem to have a Geist infection. Up to 7. With a lot of Wall of Roots. Prosperous Innkeeper is kind of annoying. That. Does our opponent block? Okay, let's see what the opponent's got here. That's really annoying. Guess we should have just killed Innkeeper when we had the chance. I shouldn't say when we had the chance. Before last turn, before they could gain a bunch more life. Could get Yogg or Rest here, presumably. Possibly Messenger. Could attack here, but I think we're going to need to block, unfortunately. Put a cord for one here. And then if they have Yogg, we're dead. That makes no sense to activate mana. Unless they're trying to set up a situation where they could potentially I think we're just dead because of the stinking blood artist. Yep, and they're dead.